I really didn't feel like recording tonight. Um, but at the same time, it's like I'm never going to if I keep waiting for things to be perfect. Like I have full-time job right now. I'm tired. I've been working all day. Um, but I had noticed something this morning, and I kind of wish I could do a nice video on Canva, but it's not wanting to cooperate in any way, shape, or form. I wonder why. Um, on the way to work this morning, this vehicle was in front of me, and it had the really big sticker that said 45 and 47. Of course, Trump's, numbers. And I was like, what is 4 plus 5? And what is 4 plus 7? 9/11. And I mean, you can call me a conspiracy theory if you want to. If you were to check out my channel, you would see I'm not an average schmo, so sorry. Um, there's no way that's an accident. Like, no way. That's deliberate. They're rubbing it in our face. They're literally laughing at all of us right now. Well, I didn't vote for him, so they're not laughing at me, but, my parents and a lot of other deluded people who think they're saved and are going to go up in the twinkling of an eye. Ha ha. Okay. Now, I have been kind of watching this for a while because when Trump had gotten, I'm not saying he's the Antichrist. I'm just saying he's a part of it, I think. Now, if any of you think that I have no basis, go read that book. What is it? I'm going to butcher it, which I love to do. Was it like Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars or something like that? It's a programming manual. It's free online. You don't have to buy it on Amazon. You can find the download. Read it. Okay? And then, what is it? The Secret Covenant by John Rockefeller. I have a source of, it's a YouTube channel, but you can go watch it if you want to take a shortcut. Zara Green, Living Clarity channel. Watch it. Now, I had this feeling the moment that he got shot in the ear. I was like, oh, that's the head wound. That's the miraculous healing head wound. And y'all can try to interpret the Bible all that you want to, but you've got to remember it's really, really poor English interpretation. I promise you that's it. And I knew before the Trumpers reacted to it, I knew that they were going to be like, oh, it's miraculous. Look at that. He survived. It should have killed him and it didn't. That means he is like the savior. That means he is blessed by God and called to do this. This is exactly what the Antichrist, the beast, the dragon want. And before I get any religious fanatics on this thing, just know right now, I'm not a Christian. I actually believe in Jesus, but not the Christians. No. I like a lot of Buddhist tenets and I'm a spiritual practitioner. So don't even start with that. I've read the Bible more than most pastors have, and I know it better than them too. So it's not like I'm ignorant in these matters. Now, if you were to go into Daniel, at first I thought it might be Trump's vice president, who is the one that's not really fit to rule or isn't royalty. But then, because a lot of astrologers are predicting that Trump might actually die by next spring, or this spring now. They're saying this before the end of the year. Some of them had also predicted the assassination attempt. But what I was thinking, and then if any of you woohoo astrology too, like, just crawl back into your little closet of stupidity, because like it's all in the Bible. It's everywhere. The ruling class use it to rule you. They are trying to manipulate prophecy to rule you. They don't want the divine to control this prophecy. They are literally trying to fulfill every ancient prophecy under their control because they're so afraid of losing power. Now, I actually think it's going to be Musk, to be honest. I think he's going to be the one that isn't royal but tries to rule. I think he's got a big chip on his shoulder. He's probably part of the bloodline. but kind of a reject, not really royalty, no matter how much money he has. So he's a little bit sore, hence his insanity. Um, let's see. I want to see if there's anything else I want to go over. Oh, and guys, if you don't know this, like, quit thinking 9/11 is just some random terror attack. 9/11, by many religious fanatics, believe that that is actually Christ's real birthday. Look it up. All these people thinking it's on the 25th have no clue what they're talking about. Like, they haven't even bothered to research this stuff. 9/11 is actually considered Christ's birthday. So 9/11 was like a giant satanic Luciferian sacrifice. It was deliberate. There's no joke about it. None. Let's see. Revelation 13:3. That is about like the head wound thing. Is there anything else I need to go over? Because this is going to be a short video. I'm not in the mood to talk very long tonight. Oh, and Daniel 11. Is it a 17? He gives his daughter to them, like kind of like making a deal. Look that up. Kind of sounds like Trump and his daughter, because his son-in-law is like Saudi Arabia's puppet. It all kind of seems to fit. Let's see. Yeah, 1121, and succeeded by a contemptible person who hasn't been given honor of royalty. In between the two is like this person that collects taxes. Could have been Biden, short little reign, who knows. Okay, yes, don't forget that these ruling class all feel like they have deliberately implanted themselves into the Davidic bloodline, because they feel like so long as they have, it's not Christ, it's David. So they feel like so long as they have the blood of David in them, there's this whole royal thing. They stole the stone of destiny. Look up the Zara's right hand. There's this, they've been going to the island of Ireland, Scotland, whatever, long before Christ was born. And they're trying to keep this bloodline going. They kind of stole it from the Scots, the British monarchy did. They're kind of false. That they feel like they're going to always have, they're trying to follow this narrative that they will always have the right to rule so long as they have the Davidic blood. And I did put that down at the end too, about the secret covenant and everything else. And I'm really wondering if like the King of the South isn't kind of like, everyone's got their own ideas. And I actually feel like the Bible, just like how God has a multifaceted spirit, the interpretations, the prophecies of the Bible can happen in countless ways. People always think it has to be one way and one way only. And I'm like, look, the truth is not subjective, but our perspectives are. We can all be looking in the same diamond, but the facets are all different. Our views are all going to be different. But this is one possibility, is that the King of the South could be Saudi Arabia. The King of the North, I'm kind of, I don't think it's technically America. I think America is like the Rothschild, Vatican kind of patsy, British monarchy patsy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Britain versus Saudi Arabia kind of thing. And anyone who is like really offended at anything I had to say, just, if you're choosing to stay in a box because it's comfortable for you, that is a coffin-shaped box, my friend. I say it all the time, a coffin-shaped box. You can make it cushy, plushy, hang up pictures in it, but you're still burying yourself in it. So why don't you set yourself free?